So, welcome guys. Uh, I'm sure we had a wonderful day, and I'm sure our day went well. So, um, I think the last time we spoke on market structure, market structure, and we discussed about the basic market structure, the basic market structure. So, today I would want us to look into liquidity, liquidity. So, um, I don't want to take much of our time. Just like we are going to be as quick as possible. So even if you come to you are here now after we are done with the video, definitely I will upload on the YouTube channel. You can always go back there to revisit and study the video, you know, yourself so that you can, because you can't get liquidity. You can't get the whole information at once. So you have to always go back and study, watch it over and over, because repetition is very powerful. You have to keep watching, repeating it, until it sticks into your mind, into your spirit, stays into your spirit. So liquidity. What is liquidity? What is liquidity? What is what is liquidity? Liquidity is what simply means liquidity simply means money. Liquidity, sorry, liquidity is money. So what do we mean by liquidity is money? What do we mean by liquidity is money? So the last time we spoke, we discussed about market structure. And when we talk about market structure, I told you about how we know if a market is bullish, because for a quick recap, we said that we have three type of market structure, right? Three types of market structure. We have the bullish, we have the bullish, bullish or uptrend. Then we have the bearish or downtrend, and then we have the consolidation. Then we have the consolidation. So these are the three types of market. And then when you say something is bullish, it means something is going up, it's moving up, right? And when you say something is bearish, it means it is coming down. Then consolidation means it is just stagnant. It is neither up nor down. So how do we know if a market is bullish? We know that a market is bullish when it creates a series of what? A series of a high and a low, a high and a low, a high and a low, a high and a low. So when we see a series of higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, in that order, we can know that we can say the market is what is bullish. And how do we know that a market is bearish? When we see a series of lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So when we see a series of behavior like this, then we can tell that a market is bearish. Because mind you, like I said, market does not move. If market wants to sell or come down, it will not just come in a straight line, bam. Or if market wants to buy up, it will not just come in a straight line and go up, bam. No, it will be giving us that zigzag movement and all of that, right? So it is when we see that series of movement, higher high, higher low, and then the next high you see is higher than the previous high, and like that, you see that you say the market is bullish. And in the reverse case, when it is coming down, you say the market is bearish. And for consolidation, the market is just stagnant and it's just moving randomly, sideways like that, and all, no up, no down. You can't really tell so much about information about it. Then you say the market is consolidating. So that is about our market structure. We won't be doing too much conversation on that. So how then do we understand liquidity? Right? When we talk about liquidity, what is liquidity? Like I said, liquidity is what? Liquidity is money. So how does liquidity relate to the market? Remember, when we look at the market, you should understand that everything that is happening in the market is money related. For example, you want to trade the forex market. For you to be able to trade the forex market, you need to put your money into the market so you can trade your money. And mind you, billions and millions of traders are all doing the same thing. For everybody to be able to trade, we have to put our money into the market for us to be able to trade our money in the market, right? So the same way we are doing that is the same way every other persons around the globe are also doing that. So when we do that, when we put in money, we are doing what? We are putting in liquidity into the market. We are putting liquidity into the market, right? So liquidity simply means money. Liquidity simply means money. So, and to further continue that, it is important that you also know that the way we trade the markets, right? Let's come to the chart. When you look at the market and you see all of these, you see all of these you are seeing now, this is candlestick. These are candlesticks. If you have, if you read and all of that, I don't have time for us to go into all of that, but this is candlestick. This is candlestick. Every of this candle you see now, all of this that you see is candlestick. The black one, I designed this personally, for myself and all of that. So when you see the black ones are signs that the market is bearish, the white ones are signs that the market is bullish. Right. So now, all of these that we see are the behavior of the market, right? So when we look at this behavior of the market, you can see that, let's come to line chart. Look at this now. Just like we spoke about market structure, low, a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. You see market is bearish. What is making the market bearish? Why is the market creating series of lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows? Because there are some persons, there are some people which are called the market movers. They are the one that are doing what? Moving this market. They are the one that are creating this movement of money in the market. So every candle you see that is forming, for example, thank God BTC is still active, if you look at this very well, let me see let me see a lower time frame or something. It's not so, if you look at this value of number that is here, you can see 95577.9. If you observe this place very well, you can see that the number is changing, right? Why is it changing? The change in the market, in the number, is actually telling the price level of the market at the moment, right? So why is the market changing? Why is the value of the price changing? Because some persons are pumping in money. So sellers can pump in money, buyers can pump in money. When buyers pump in money than the sellers, market moves up. When sellers pump in money than the buyers, market sells, market comes down, right? So what are they pumping in? They are pumping in money. What makes the market keeps moving and having its interaction every single day and being active is because money is being pumped in. So if there was no money, market is not going to move. Market is going to be static. It means we don't have any buyer, we don't have any seller. Market has nowhere to go. But the reason why we're having buys and sells, market is moving from one level to another level, is moving from this level to another level, is because some persons are pumping in money into the market. Is that clear? Are we getting it? So this pump of money into the market is what we call liquidity. Is what we call liquidity. Liquidity simply means money. Liquidity means money. And when we have a clear understanding of liquidity, which is money, it helps us to be able to know how the market operates and help us to understand regions in the market where these people that pumps in money into the market are always residing majorly, because there are some certain key positions in the market these people stay, or don't let me use the word stay, where they are very much active. Yes. There are some certain regions in the market where these people are very much active. And those regions in markets where they are very much active are the regions where we call liquidity. It means that anytime market comes to that region, there must be a form of heavy reaction. There must be a form of heavy reaction. For example, um, let's say the market is bullish. Market is bullish. It has been a series of higher highs and lower, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Now, this is it. Why did markets move from this point A to this point B and came back to this point C before going up here? That's it. Why didn't this market come to this? Why didn't it come down a little more? Why didn't it stay somewhere here? Why is it at this point that market got to, then it pumped up? That is where or why we need to understand liquidity. Because all of this place, market could have, when market wanted to come down, it could have actually come down here, or 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 come down here. Why is it that market came down to this point and then boomed up? Because definitely there is something called liquidity around this region. Apparently, liquidity is everywhere in the market. But having to understand the fundamental knowledge that liquidity is money and money is what moves the market, because money must be pumped in and by buyers or by sellers to either make the market go up or come down. So when market gets to a particular point like this one and it came down to this particular point and then it went up, it means that some form of buyers are somewhere around this region. That is why, and they were heavier than the people that were selling this market. That was why the market was able to move up to the next high. So how do we begin to locate regions in the market where this liquidity or these buyers or sellers are much more effective in the market? That is what brings us to what? Types of liquidity. Types of liquidity. So to be able to understand this, we need to know types of liquidity. And when we talk about types of liquidity, I will just list for us three types of liquidity. Three types of liquidity. And the first one is what's the external external. Is that correct? External, yes, external liquidity. We have internal liquidity. External, internal liquidity. And should I make it three or should we just leave it at this two? Okay, for now, let's leave it at this two. Let's leave it at this two. The internal liquidity and then the external liquidity. Internal liquidity and the external liquidity. As time goes on, we are going to be, because these are the fundamentals, and you guys need to understand the fundamentals before we begin to move to the advanced part, right? So let's stick to these two types of liquidity. We have the external and the internal, or the internal and the external liquidity, right? So what is, like the word implies, what is external and then what is internal? Internal liquidity is a form of liquidity, or a type of liquidity that resides or exists at the internal range of a market. Why external liquidity is a type of liquidity that exists at the external range of the market. What do we mean by that? Same example that we have here. A high, a low, and then a higher high. When you see a market gives us something like this, right? We say the market is what? Is bullish, right? We say the market is bullish because it has given us a series of higher high, a high, a low, a high. Let me complete it, and then we have a low, and then a higher high. So when we see this series of higher, higher, low, higher, higher, low, higher, high, we can confirm that, oh, market is bullish. So when market is bullish, one thing you need to know is this. From this zone where market reversed to this high is referred to as what? As a range. Here to here is a range. From here, from this point, and this place where market reversed from is a range. So from here to here is a range in the market. From here to here is a range in the market. Now, market came from this region, then gave us a new high, right? On giving us this new high that is here, we have this range. So when market begins to reverse, this is the old range that we had. Market reversed, got to a point, and then went up. The point where market came into means what? There is something inside of this range from here to here that is called an internal liquidity resting somewhere here. And once market comes, it takes out that liquidity. Once the liquidity is taken, you can expect market to do what? To move. Because what market does basically is that they are always after liquidity. Market goes after liquidity. And once they take a liquidity, they must move in an opposite direction to the liquidity. So when we are in an uptrend, a market comes, takes out internal liquidity. Once internal liquidity is taken, the market must continue in that bullish direction. The same thing goes for a sell. When market is bearish, we have a low, a high, a lower low, lower high. When you have a new lower low, and then market comes back, once market is able to catch the internal liquidity, which is the liquidity that is resting inside of the range, the new range, which is this zone and this one. Once it catches that liquidity that is inside of that range, bam, you can expect market to what? Continue until this new or the old low is taken, which is referred to as the external range. So internal range is the range that is residing inside of the range. Internal liquidity is a liquidity that is residing inside the range, and external liquidity is the liquidity that is outside of the previous range. Let me break this down so you guys will understand. If it can look confusing, but please go back and study this. When we talk about internal range is the range that is within, it is the internal liquidity is the liquidity that is inside of a range. So from here to here is a new range, right? This is a new range. Let me see. So we have from this point to this point. That's a new range. So this new range, when market begins to reverse and then come down, this market comes down until it takes an internal liquidity. And that internal liquidity will always be resting inside of the range, of the new range. So between this point to this point, inside of that range is a liquidity called the internal liquidity. And once market comes and takes that internal liquidity, the internal liquidity might sometimes be here, it might be here, it might be here. Once it takes that liquidity, what it will do next is it will go for the new high. It will go for the new high. So when internal liquidity is taken, this previous high that we had becomes what? The external liquidity. External external liquidity. So you see that market moves from liquidity to liquidity. So this one that is here becomes the what? The internal liquidity. So you see now that market moves from liquidity to liquidity. Let's just have a quick um, um, chart outlook, and then we call it a day. So looking at this, let's use this bearish movement. We had this high, this low, this lower high, this lower low, right? So looking at this, what do we see? When market came from this place, came down, and market came back up. This point the market came to, there is something in this place, which is what? The internal liquidity. And if we look at it, that's this 15 minutes, let's go to 5 minutes and observe that area, that region that we marked out. Where is it? 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 Okay. This region that we marked out. Where's that region? Okay. Look at it. Came up, came down, came back up. Here, what did market have here? If we look at it, there is a liquidity resting here. This is a liquidity. Immediately markets came, took out that liquidity. What did it do? It came for what? It came for external liquidity. It came for external liquidity. Let's look out for another example. A low. See this high? We have this low, this lower high. We have this lower low, lower high, lower low. Did you see that? So if you observe at every turning point of the market, look at this one. What did market do? Market came, took out this liquidity. And after taking out the liquidity, what did it do? It expanded downward. This one also came, reversed to this point. What did market do? Market took out liquidity. Bam, took out that liquidity and expanded to the downside. So at every point and every junction, when market is in a bearish down, is in a bearish trend, once it takes out internal liquidity, if you go for external liquidity, if market is in an upward trend, let's look for a buy scenario. Okay, this is a buy scenario. You have this low, this high, higher low, higher high. Where did market reverse from? Let's check. What did we have here? We have this liquidity. The market took that liquidity, boom. It did what? Expanded to the Let's look for another buy opportunity, another buy scenario. Look at this one. We have this low, this high, higher low, higher higher low, higher high. Then what did we have here? This low, this high, this low. Market came down. What did market do? Came for a liquidity resting just here. That liquidity and expanded. Having this clear understanding, you should know that liquidity moves the market. Anytime market is in a bullish direction, it's going up, it's in a bullish direction, you can say that when the market is coming, it has to catch the liquidity, and once it takes that liquidity, it will expand and take the external liquidity. So in a bullish structure, someone's please mute your mic, too much noise, mute your mic, thank you. So when you look at it, when market is bullish, once you observe that it has been a series of higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. The only way you can capitalize and enjoy that trend and ride with the trend is wait for market to do what? Come, if it probably its market is already up in this direction, wait for market to come down, to come and take a liquidity, internal liquidity. And once internal liquidity is taken, you can expect to see the market go and take out external liquidity. because liquidity moves the market. So once internal is taken, external must go next. Once external is taken, internal must be the next approach. It's just like that, right? So having this clear understanding, I would want you guys to, go back to your charts, after this session, come back to this video, watch it, go to your chart, mark it out, mark out mark out structure, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs in the market. Mark them out on the chart, just like we had it here, high, low, mark them out. Then point where market was reversing from, mark it, then look into it and try and locate what is that liquidity point, or where is that point where market reacted from. Mark it out. Let that be your assignment. Let that, because you have to get familiar with this thing. Because until your eyes begins to see it, if your eyes doesn't see it, there's no way it assimilates into your mind. So let your eyes see it. That's why you need to always practice, study, practice, study. Come to the chart, look at it. Because so if market takes internal, external must go. If market takes external, then it must go for internal, both for buy and also what? For sell. Once it is selling, it comes to internal, external must go. Once external has been taken, expect market to do what? Come back for internal again. And once internal is taken, let external go. Just like that. Just like that. Right. So, guys, we are going to end the call for today here. And I don't know if we have any question you want us to treat and hold. You can drop me your question. You can always reach out to me, of course, in my DM. You can always ask me questions. You can post your questions, and definitely I'll respond to it. But please do yourself a favor after this call, go and go to the charts, do your study. Go to the charts, do your study, mark these things out on your charts, on your screen, get familiar with it. Okay. So do we have any question? Any question?
Not yet, sir. If there is any, I will definitely come to your DM.
Okay, okay, okay. What of Francis? Is Francis still on the call with us? Francis, is he still on the call?
Yes, I'm still on the call.
Okay, 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 okay. So I hope this is very simple and clear enough to you. Did you get it? Even if you don't understand, you can always come back. I will post it on the channel. You can always come back to the channel, watch it, then go to the chat, and practice on them. And if you have any question, please
All right.
reach out to me. I'll definitely attend to all your questions.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So thank you guys. This is where we call it a night. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, of your evening. For me, mind you, I'm currently almost in the midnight. This is almost 11:30 p.m. and also, but it's fine, So enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see your questions and your assignments, your progress so far. Do the markup, send them to me. If we have to review them, we'll review them together, and we see progress come your way. So see you guys, catch you guys later. Bye.
Bye.